All right, cool.
Is my microphone working?
Yep, I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. And today we have my or my computer charged, so
Fuck yeah.
we're in good shape. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I have my phone near me too, so we can keep an eye on the time. Um, yeah, we'll just start sitting up. If you have like a pillow or a blanket, you can put under your hips. Might feel nice just to give you a little bit more length for your spine. You could sit up a little bit taller, a little more ease. And just find a cross-legged seat that feels comfortable.
Actually, I'm gonna use a blanket because I don't want to sit on the pillow I sleep on at night. Give myself some fucking pink eye.
Look, damn,
I'm
I'm
not
ready.
gassy today, don't worry.
Okay.
You know. And I'm wearing clothes. So there's also that.
Yeah, I mean,
Hot
I don't.
start, hot start. All right.
Okay, just find a comfortable seat. Hands wherever is comfortable. They can be on your knees, top of your lap, hold it in your lap. And just take a moment to close down your eyes and roll along through your spine. Find a gentle lift through your sternum and notice how that sort of naturally rolls your shoulders back without forcing or cranking. And lift your chin parallel to the floor, crown of the head reaching towards the sky. And begin to tune into your breath, like really without trying to change it. Just breathe how you normally do and notice what that feels like. Like, do you feel it mostly in your chest, belly? Just ask yourself these questions.
Did I answer
No.
that?
Andrew loves to
Because
participate. I love to see it.
I wasn't really sure which one. I was like, shit, I don't know if it's my belly or my chest. I feel like it's kind of both, but I try and belly breathe. All right, I'll stop it.
And then slowly begin to deepen your breath slightly. Just think about inhaling into your belly, letting your belly maybe expand and push out as you inhale. And as you exhale, the chest falls, the navel draws in. So think directional breath. So inhale down, feel the belly expand, the rib cage, the chest. Pause at the top for a moment. And then exhale, the chest falls, the rib cage falls, the belly draws in. So keep going like this for a few more rounds. Notice maybe what muscles need to engage or relax, where you might be holding tension. Notice where it might even be uncomfortable, but just stick with it. Nice full deep breaths in and out. It might even be helpful to bring your hands to your belly. And as you inhale, your hands move away from your spine as your belly pushes out, filling up with air. And as you exhale, your hands drop closer in.
This is really good for me right now because yesterday I did my first Wing Chun class. It was awesome. Really enjoyed it. But I kept forgetting to breathe. Like every time they were like showing me different variations of punches or movements. They were like, are you breathing? I'm like, I kind of forgot. they're like trying to exhale on the punch. And so I was anticipating by inhaling beforehand. And then I was like holding my breath, like, don't do that. Just exhale when you punch, whatever you have in there. It was just funny, like, because it's trying, I'm trying something new with it, and it was awesome, but it's very much like starting from ground floor, which is good for me, like showing me parts of myself that didn't even sort of realize I was still holding on to, like stress and tension in different spots and the whole breathing thing. I'm like, yeah, it's helpful to keep breathing.
Yeah, I love that beginner's mind too, because like nothing is habitual. So you have to do everything on manual and it requires so much focus. But I relate with forgetting to breathe during yoga, because that's the biggest part. But it's like if you're not breathing, you're not really. It's like you're more focused on the shape than the experience. Because if you can't breathe, maybe you've gone too far.
Like breathing's the
At least in yoga, I don't know about Wing Chun much, but
yeah, it's kind of like it's the energy source or the power source in a lot of ways.
I would agree. Exactly. So you can release that deep breath and or you can release the belly breath, but maintain like a deep full breath in, out. You can sort of create a soft restriction in the back of your throat. We call it Ujjayi breath or victorious breath. I think we went over this one before, but it's just like you're fogging up a window sensation in your throat, but your lips stay closed. So it creates like a gentle brushing sound on your inhale and exhale. It's the mind anchored. And when you're ready, bring your hands to your heart in a prayer position. We call this Anjali Mudra. And just let your chin fall in towards your chest. Nice big stretch through the back of your neck. Keep the shoulders rolling back. And just take a moment to tune into how you're feeling.
It's the staring at your phone pose.
Oh yeah.
These are nice and stretched out for me. Probably use, probably use some strengthening or something.
I got some great range of motion of staring at my phone pose.
Yeah. The opposite, when I push my head back, it's like so fucking tight.
Oh
Like I
yeah.
can't even close my mouth while I do it. Like it's propped open.
I'm like, that would definitely make you do some back then.
I'm gonna quit Discord quick.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, there it goes. All right, cool.
Yeah, it's funny if you listen to like the first couple episodes I recorded onto you, there's hella Discord notifications.
Oh yeah. But it's funny because like everyone listening, or at least anyone who's on Discord, is so used to it. They
Yeah,
probably they
do
probably
that.
thought it was funny.
All right, and now we'll just move into some gentle neck circles. Tracing a small or a big circle with your nose. One way and then the other. Something as simple as this, it makes all the difference in terms of just feeling comfortable in our body. Like when I wake up in the morning, this is one of the first things I do.
Smart.
My neck is like so sensitive. I don't know, like, and all it takes is a little bit of tension. And then everything is a lot more.
Yeah, so much tension is like, at least for me, is stored in my neck and shoulders. Like, holy shit, so tight.
So if you haven't yet, reverse the direction of your circle. And try and synchronize this movement with your breath. So inhale, maybe look up to the sky, exhale, draw your chin to your chest, or however works best for you. Don't forget to breathe.
As I'm focusing more on breathing, it's hard to think at the same time. And then it's like when I start thinking about stuff, then I forget to like pay attention to my breathing. But then as I pay attention, it's like hard to think at the same time. Kind of nice.
The point. Like it anchors your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, my yoga teacher would say the breath is the bridge between the mind and the body.
Like that.
Yeah, so like when you get into your breath, it allows you to kind of like get out of your mind world and tune into what's actually going on. So I think that's helpful. And ready? Bring your head back over your spine. And we'll take the arms out to like 90-degree angle here, cactus. And as we
Kick is good.
huh?
I said the kick is good.
Go the fucking record long field goal or whatever it was called.
Uh,
Inhale to pull your elbows back. So your thumb should be facing backwards. Pull your elbows back, open through your chest. Draw your navel towards your spine to support your lower back, and then lift your chest up towards the sky. Allow your head to kind of drop back. Really open up the reverse of the tech neck. And as you exhale, draw your elbows in, pull your navel back, round through the spine. You'll draw your elbows all the way in together. And sort of round forward. Drop your chin to your chest. And then inhale, we'll synchronize with the breath. Inhale, opening. Exhale, closing.
ooh, I'm almost getting a cramp in one of my back muscles near my spine when I open up.
Well, if anything hurts, ease off.
No, it definitely doesn't hurt at all. Like a
Right.
very small one. It's funny.
So a couple more rounds of this. Just make it your own. You can extend your arms out if you like to and open your palms. That feels really good. Like Titanic moment. And then exhale, draw it all in.
Oh, my heart will go on and on. Once more, you open the door, and I'm here, and my heart will go on. Is that Cher?
I think.
I think so. Yeah. I think I learned that either singing it when I was younger in elementary school or on the piano. Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, great tune.
But now I'm like, I need to know.
Yeah, well, I think it's My Heart Will Go On by Cher, but don't quote me on
All right, cool. We can release that movement. Stack the spine, notice how you feel. That usually does a lot for me, just creating more movement in my torso. Now we'll take our fingertips to our shoulders. And I'm gonna do a little twist. So bring your right elbow forward, allow your left elbow to draw back. So we're twisting with a lot of integrity here, so it's all coming from your center. And allow your gaze just to follow your spine, so don't crank your head over your shoulder, just allow it to stay in line. One more inhale, and as you exhale, we'll switch over to the other side. So drawing the left elbow forward, right elbow back. Inhale here. And switch. And we'll kind of pick up the pace here. So you can inhale to one side, exhale to the other. And just go back and forth.
I have to remember to not turn my head more than my shoulders because I have that tendency to do that.
Yeah, this is all coming from the spine. You can keep it slower, move it a little more quickly. All right, speed it up for the last couple seconds here. So inhaling to one side, exhale to the other. 3, 2, 1, release. Allow your palms just to face up on your knees. Tune back into your breath for a moment. Just take a second. Notice how that stirred some of the energy. Maybe you feel a little bit of warmth. I definitely do. And then as we inhale, we'll draw the shoulders up to the ears. Really squeeze them up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then as you exhale, allow them to drop down with a thud. Just let it drop. You can do like a sharp exhale or a sigh, whatever needs to come out. We'll do 2 more of those. So inhale. Draw your shoulders up, 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 up. Exhale, let them drop back. One more. Inhale, draw the shoulders up. Exhale, let them fall down. Nice. And we'll come onto all fours now. So you can move the pillow or the blanket under your knees. Create a nice little padded pattern for your knees here. And we'll stack our shoulders over our wrists, our hips over our knees. Pay attention to the alignment of your legs too. So we want to make sure our feet are directly behind our knees in 2 parallel lines. Spread the fingertips wide, claw your fingertips into the earth, and sort of press the earth away with your feet and your hands. Draw your navel in and extend onto the crown. As you inhale, drop the belly, broaden through the chest, roll the shoulders back, cow pose. So arching through the back, maybe look up, long through the belly. Exhale, draw the navel to your spine, round through your back, press the earth away. Really curl your chin to chest. Tap those. Couple more rounds of this. Inhale to drop the belly. Exhale to round through the spine, and you can sort of make it your own here. So if you want to stay in either cat or cow for a moment, or sort of move around more in the pose, that's more than welcome. Really just take this moment to listen to your body and Don't try to think about what you're doing, just sort of allow yourself to do what feels good. And even curl the toes under it. I like to come up onto my toes and get a good stretch through my feet.
Yeah, that's nice.
You can come back into child's pose as well. Um, so we'll freestyle here for a couple more breaths. You can take some circles in the hips. Oh wow. Interesting cracks and pops to be heard. I'm glad the mic doesn't pick those up. Someone's gonna be
Did your hip crack?
yeah.
Nice. That always freaks me out. My hip cracks. Shit. I feel like it could be, yeah, like if it gets, I don't, I have a fear of it getting dislocated.
Yeah,
That would be crazy.
I know that, but your hip joint is pretty solid. Like it's pretty deep. So you really need to worry about your shoulders getting dislocated.
Oh yeah, that's happened to me like 200 times, I think.
Are you serious?
They're weak as fuck. Not actually, maybe like 20, but like a number of times when I was younger playing sports.
Oh,
And
dude.
like my shoulder muscles are, big and strong, but the joints are weak. It's like symbolic as fuck right there for sure.
You need a good foundation.
Yeah.
All right, so come back to your neutral tabletop. So nice and strong. And as you inhale, we're gonna send the right foot out long behind you. So like hovering in the air and really roll that right hip down so it's in line with your left and it's not like off kilter. So really strong here. As we inhale, we can maybe reach the left arm forward, finding a little balance through the core.
Oh,
Inhale, stretch long. And then exhale, draw everything into center. So your knee to center, your elbow round through your spine. Little core work here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. One more inhale, reach. And then you can place your left arm back down and we'll draw the right knee in through the hands into a lunge. So with your hands, your fingertips on the mat, just allow your hips to sink down. Or you can bring your hands up to your knee if that feels more comfortable. You can interlace them on the top of your thigh. Just make sure your knee is stacked over your heel. And energetically, like draw this right hip back a little bit so that the left hip can come a little forward and you get that nice stretch through your hip crease. Then open through the chest and just breathe here for a moment. Maybe slight back bend, look up. And exhale, bring your hands back, fingertips back to the earth. And we'll take a half split through the right foot. So straightening the right leg, or you can keep a slight bend. We're just stretching through the hamstring here. So send your hips back and pull back through your right heel. And then you can let your chest sort of drape over your leg. Nice hamstring stretch here. Keep breathing deep, almost as if you could send the breath to your hamstring.
Ooh, I like that. Good reminder also, the breathing. Hey, Andrew, are you breathing? Yes. I wasn't, but now I am.
Oh yeah, the reminders will be frequent.
I appreciate them.
So on your next inhale, maybe lengthen through the spine, straight back, look forward. And then exhale back into the fold. Inhale, look forward. And we'll roll through that right foot. So really slowly, like rolling from the heel to the arch to the ball of your foot. Coming back into the lunge. And then we'll just step that right foot back into all fours. Beautiful. You can take a cat-cow here to reset. So inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round through the spine. Push the earth away out of your fingertips. And back to your neutral tabletop. So pressing into the top of the right foot now. On your next inhale, send your left foot back. Hovering table here. And roll your right toes down, or your left toes down, sorry. So both of your hips are in line. Notice how that feels. Draw the navel to your spine to support. And then inhale, reach your right arm forward maybe. We call this one bird dog. I don't know why. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw in.
Dog's trying to fly.
Baby. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, draw everything in. Little balance challenge here. Inhale,
A
reach.
little bit. The other one was easier for some reason.
Oh, it's interesting. And then on your next exhale, let your right hand come to the earth and step your left foot forward into your lunge. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. And then your fingertips can stay on the mat or interlace your fingers, bring them to the tops of your thigh. Get a nice stretch through that right hip flexor. You can imagine drawing your left hip back in space just slightly. Keeping the hips squared forward. Open through the chest. Maybe look up. And anytime you're back bending, make sure you're engaging your core so that you're not dumping the weight into your low back or cranking into your neck. Just keep everything really integrated. And if you can't breathe, you've gone too far.
Thank you.
One more inhale. Exhale, bring your fingertips back down to the ground. And we'll take the half splits on the left. So your left toes pointing towards your face, really drag back through your left heel. Fingertips on the mat. Drape yourself over that left leg. Take an inhale to extend through the spine, look forward. And then exhale, pull back down. On your next inhale, again, slowly roll through that left foot. So really feel it pressing into the mat or the earth. And then we'll step that left foot back. And maybe remove the blanket out of the way if you're me.
Yeah, I'm on my comforter right now and it's huge. I'm like, my biggest obstacle is just avoiding my comforter as I move through.
All right, now we'll spread the hands out a little bit wider than shoulder width distance. Again, fingertips spread wide, curl the toes under, and peel up from the tailbone. So as if there was a string attached to your tailbone, lift up into downward facing dog. Really press out of your hands. Spiral your shoulders externally, so almost like you're trying to get your armpits to face one another. Claw through the fingertips.
Say that one again. What's the shoulders?
So sort of imagine you're trying to rotate your shoulders so that your armpits can face one another. I know that's kind of complicated.
Okay, that makes sense.
But
So like
think about-
kind of in.
Yeah, so we're externally rotating them So it's like we're we're trying to turn them around and in. I know that's kind of confusing, Q.
No, I'm following.
Or like, imagine if your hands are on 2 jars of pickles and you're trying to turn them in opposite directions outward.
Yes. Perfect.
Pickle jar works. Okay, cool. And draw your navel to your spine. You can bend through your knees, pedal through your legs, get a nice good stretch through your calves, your Achilles, the backs of your knees. Don't forget to breathe. Nice big deep breaths. Actually, we'll take a deep inhale in together and a cleansing breath out through your mouth. So inhale in, exhale out through your mouth, let it go. Help release some heat. On your next inhale, bend your knees, look forward. And we'll slowly walk our feet up into a forward fold. Your hips about hip distance apart or even wider if you want. And just let your torso hang and be heavy. You can sway from side to side or walk your fingertips to the left. Notice how that feels. Maybe bend into the left knee if your fingertips are over to the left. And feel that in the outer right hip. Nice stretch through the right side body. And then walk your fingertips around to the right side, bending into the right knee. Deep side body stretch and outer hip stretch. And come back to center. Clasp opposite elbows, give it a little sway. Nod the head yes and no. Just giving options here. This mic is all up in my grill.
What's that?
I said this mic is in my grill.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to avoid like smacking my mic or like rubbing it on the ground also. My sweatshirt's like falling into my face.
Same. Option 2, interlace your hands and bring them to the back of your head. And just kind of let gravity give some traction to your neck. Maybe bend your knees as well. That feels so good.
Yeah, damn. This is so nice. I would never do this if we didn't have these sessions. That's awesome.
That's what we're here for.
Oh yeah.
All right. If that's really juicy, you could stay there for a second. Or go ahead and release when you're ready. And we'll bend our knees to slow as you can roll up to standing. So press into your heels, slowly straighten through your legs. Keep your back bent, and then we'll slowly roll up from the lower back. Backing through the lower back, the upper back. Eventually the shoulders roll back, the head is last to come up. Nice slow roll, stacking one vertebra at a time. And then we'll take a second to just feel our feet on the earth. Feel how you're standing is one foot carrying more weight than the other. How can we evenly distribute our weight between the heels, the ball mount of your big toe, and the ball mount of your pinky toe? So almost like there is a triangle on the bottom of your feet. You want to press into all 3 of those points evenly and both feet evenly.
Oh yeah, this is kind of fun trying to figure out. There's definitely more on my heels.
And maybe some engagement through the quads, drawing your kneecaps up will help a little bit. And I like the cue of drawing the feet away from each other, like you're trying to tear the mat in half.
Oh yeah, that's really stabilizing.
So
Yeah.
just feel your strong mountain. Your palms are facing forward, fingertips extended out. Sternum reaching towards the sky. And deep, deep full breaths here. Inhale to your belly. Exhale out through the mouth. When you're ready, we'll inhale to circle the arms all the way up, reach up to the sky. Then we'll grab the left wrist with the right hand and take a side bend. So bumping your hips to the left, we tilt over to the right. Inhale in. Exhale back to center, switch wrists. We'll take it up and over, side bend. To the left, bump your hips to the right. Inhale in. Exhale to come back to center. One more inhale, reach your hands up, up, up. And as you exhale, wiggle the fingertips as if you're like painting a waterfall. All the way down. Into your forward fold. Yet again. And we'll take a halfway lift. So as you inhale, drag the fingertips up the front of your legs to the tops of your thighs. And we'll straighten and lengthen through the spine. So like you're creating a number 7 in your body, your hips draw back, your elbows draw back, the crown of your head reaches forward. One more inhale here to lengthen.
Could I be pressing my hands against my thighs? Because there's not really much pressure.
Yeah, if you feel like that helps you engage, mostly we're trying to draw our elbows back and towards one another, so we're nice and engaged through the back body.
Okay, so the hands aren't as relevant.
No, it's mostly just trying to get the engagement through your back and support the spine. And exhale, release that, let it go. We'll plant the palms and step it back into a plank. Don't panic. You're like trying to avoid the comfort. So we're in a plank here just for a second. Just feel the engagement and don't freak out. Even though this is a pose that is difficult, we can maintain an inner sense of calm. Just stick with the breath. One more inhale here. And exhale, you can lower the knees and we'll lower it all the way down onto our belly.
Taking my mic off. Put it in front of me.
Beautiful. All right, we're gonna start winding it down here. But first, let's bring our hands sort of underneath our shoulder or in line with the rib cage. Elbows drawing back like little grasshopper legs. And we'll take a cobra. So press into the tops of your feet and the pubic bone into the earth. And as you inhale, slowly raise your head and shoulders off the earth. Look forward. Little to no pressure in the hands here. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. We'll take 2 more here with your breath. So inhale, cobra. Squeeze through your ass as well. Maybe ass isn't the best to use. Squeeze your butt.
No, it's smart.
Back. Let's see. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. And now we'll come into call this one broken wing. So bring your left arm out to like a 90-degree angle in line with your left shoulder. So our right arm is still pressing into the earth. And we're gonna roll over and lie on our left hip. So we're facing the opposite direction of our elbow. And yeah, bend through the knees. I'm just turning around so I can see you. Bend through the knees, and you should feel a nice you should feel a nice stretch through your pec here, your shoulder. How's that feel?
Good. Yeah, definitely feel it there. Mine are still really tight, but I've been noticing because I haven't been lifting weights as much that my whole body, like all the tension, is kind of starting to relax more, which has been cool.
That is nice. Yeah, so nice big stretch through your chest here. Take a deep breath. All right, one more breath here. And now we'll lift up. So bring that left arm back to center. Keep your legs where they are. And we're gonna move into like a supine twist. So just bring your left arm now around and we'll open up onto the back into a twist. So the goal here is to keep that right shoulder down. So if that means your knees come up a little bit, that's okay. And maybe gaze over that right shoulder. Supine twist. You can bring your right hand to the outside of or your left hand to the outside of your right knee and sort of guide it over, or you can give yourself a little pet.
Knee rub. I love you, knees.
I love you guys.
We've been through so much. Yeah, 2 ACL surgeries on this right one.
That's insane. He's a trooper.
Oh yeah.
All right, one more deep inhale here. And as you exhale, roll back over onto your belly. And we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. So bring your right hand to about a 90-degree angle in line with your right shoulder. Your right palm pressing into the earth. And we'll turn onto the right ear and the right hip, bending the knees for a broken wing. If you want a little more, you can press out of that left palm or left fingertips, but this might already be enough. Remember, if you're not breathing, you've gone too far. Maybe ease out a little bit. Deep full breaths here. One more inhale. And as we exhale, press up and move into your supine twist. So your right arm comes across and we open up. Our knees falling to the right. Maybe gaze over the left shoulder. Give your leg a pat. One more deep inhale into your belly here. And exhale, we'll just roll onto our back. Draw your knees into your chest. Get wrap your forearms around your shins and just roll around a little bit. Get a massage through your low back. And we'll bring our feet to the earth now. So heels as close to your glutes as you can. Feet on the earth, your knees pointing straight up. We'll press our hands into the earth. And we'll take a bridge pose. So as you inhale, press into the feet firmly, press into the heels, and we'll lift the hips up slowly. All the way up like a glute bridge. Really keep some energy between the thighs here. So like if you were squeezing a block or something between your legs. And then lift the chest and the chin up towards the sky. You can like gaze backwards, that usually helps me. This is our back bend. One more inhale. And slowly exhale, roll down through the spine. Your tailbone is the last thing to hit the mat. And we'll draw our knees back into our chest here. Just reset. And then we'll take a happy baby pose. Quite a vulnerable pose to do on the internet, but grabbing the outside edges of the feet or the inner arches, or the big toes, or even the legs. Just whatever is accessible to you. So think about kicking your feet up towards the sky and then drawing your shoulders down towards the earth. You can do what Andrew's doing and straighten out legs one at a time. Dang, that's impressive.
Is it?
Yeah.
It feels really good on my lower back. It feels like it's getting a crazy stretch as I kind of like tuck my glutes a little. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So just play around here. Find whatever feels good. You can draw the heels in as well. Get a nice little inner thigh stretch. And then as you're ready, we'll bring the feet back towards the ground and just let the hips, or let the knees drop one way, the other. Slowly working your way into straight legs. We're moving into our Shavasana here. Feeling the booty massage on the way down as your windshield wiper your feet. And finally let them extend out long, hands out wide. You can tuck your shoulder blades under your chest. And when you've arrived in your corpse pose, I'll give you a minute to get there. We'll take a deep inhale in together. Now in through the nose. Out through the mouth as you relax everything, the weight of your body melting completely. Or let it go. Relax any sort of controlled breathing, just let your body breathe itself. Relax all the little muscles in the jaw, in and around the eyes, in the forehead. Take a minute to scan through your body, just allowing everything to soften as you go. Step on the bottom of your feet. feet, your ankle, tops of your feet, quads, softening, your knees, quads, hamstrings, letting go, your hips, your pelvis, lower back, lower belly. Allow them to soften and release. Your center, all of your organs, your spine. Your shoulders relax down, melting into the floor. Release any gripping or tension in arms, hands, fingertips, palms. Allow your neck to relax. And your entire scalp to sleep. And just allow yourself to be. There's nothing to do. There's absolutely nothing to be. Nothing to prove. Just give yourself this moment of rest. You have to do absolutely nothing. And rest here for a few moments. And I'll tell you when to come back. Notice if you feel any tension or anything starting to creep back in, and remind yourself to relax. Soften. Slowly begin to deepen your breath, waking back up. You're gonna wiggle the toes, fingertips, into circles in the wrists and the ankles. Rocking the head back and forth. And maybe roll onto one side. Take a little fetal position.
I think I just fell asleep for a sec. Or I was tripping. Oh wow. Or I think I was dreaming. I don't know. It was a weird state.
Maybe you dropped into meditation.
Right.
That's technically what it is. I really didn't know that, but like, you know, there's this state that you can reach. It's like no thoughts, but also not sleep. Weird. Anyway, glad you got to taste that for a second.
Yeah.
Will you
Yeah.
rise up into cross-legged seat, and we'll close out our practice. So bringing your hands back to your heart. Close your eyes. We'll take a deep inhale in together. And exhale, we bow our head to our hands, acknowledging ourselves and each other in this practice. Namaste.
Namaste.
And I mentioned in previous episodes, I think, but namaste just means like I see myself in you, I see the divine in you, and I see myself as well. We should say, I don't know. I'll have to come up with something else. It's like you're God. Yeah, thank you, Angie. That was great. How are you
That was
feeling?
amazing, Jackie. Thank you.
Of course, yeah.